Hey everyone, kind of switching things up for this week's Go Figure Friday. As you see behind me, lots of wrestling action figures, and typically this is all about wrestling, pro wrestling, WWE mostly. And then up above that, you see some Smurfs. This week I'm talking about something I don't have a tangible item of other than the shirt that you see here, but I'm talking about Voltron. And if you are a child of the 80s, you probably remember it. I did not really get much into Voltron. My brother was and had all the lions that then assembled together to create Voltron, this giant robot. But I don't have it to show you, but you get what it is. The reason I'm talking about Voltron today is because earlier in the week, I participated once again in the Midwest Digital Marketing Conference in St. Louis, MDMC 19. And a friend of mine, Jeremy, who I've known, tying it back into wrestling, went to the very first WrestleMania that Chad and I attended. We all went together as the Spirit Squad. So, Jeremy is a longtime friend. I've known him for many, many years. And he is a Voltron fanatic. Actually helped get it back on the air. And it's on Netflix now, as a matter of fact. But Jeremy has a very big passion for everything he does, which I appreciate. But specifically, Voltron. And he was presenting, he works for Coolfire out of St. Louis. It's a video production company, and they do all kinds of great things, so check them out. But one of the things that he wanted to talk about was video production and how to Voltron your video. And it was a great presentation to drive the fact home and to get people to come to his session. He had a giant Voltron character walking around in costume. On day one, Wednesday, that was being done by, I believe, an intern with the company. Thursday, I get a text from my buddy Tom who says, hey, I've volunteered you for something. And I had no idea what he was talking about. We caught up. He tells me that the Voltron intern is not going to be there, and he volunteered me to sign up and be Voltron. And at first I was like, no way, I'm not, I didn't want to miss Jeremy's session if I was going to be in the costume, but it turns out they just wanted the costumed character to bring people in, and then I was able to get out of it. But this costume is quite elaborate, and it was heavy, but it was a lot of fun. I had a great time, even though I had a little trouble walking around in it. The boots were very tall on it. Jeremy strapped me in. He got me all hooked up, and it was a very memorable experience that made MDMC 19 even more memorable and more fun for me because, again, it's about that brand awareness and, using things to illustrate your point, things, finding your niche and talking more about it and bringing that passion. So this isn't so much a Go Figure Friday from my own collection, but it's my experience of transforming into, pardon the transformer word there, but becoming a character, a figure that many, many, many people enjoyed from the 80s. So next week, back to the wrestling. We'll talk more. Actually be at Cape Con next week too, so maybe recording some episodes there that will air down the road. Thanks everyone so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe right here to My 123 Cents.